Welcome to my, weather radio correction video. Got some radios right here. So let's get I'll turn off on, on the other half. So we got radio. Right now are working all of a sudden. And some of them are actually having the antenna broken, like my 100 and my Recon, and even my Sanchian. But these two here, the 74-200 and the WR120, although the 74-200 is like the second radio that I had was very old. We got the WR120 right now, version. There's another radio which is also a WR120, which I'll show you momentarily. And that does not have its faceplate, which it's actually a flaw with my WR100. But I'll get to that momentarily. This one here is my 74-200. I had this since 2022, that one, and I will upload the unboxing video soon to this channel because that is a flashback. This one right here is my Midland WR100, which has a flaw. The faceplate went off. Huh? My old 120 had that too. It does not have a faceplate. Now my 100 does the same thing. You can do it without a faceplate. Huh? Okay. And yes, they are waiting the flood watch. Yesterday I was under a heated watch, and today I'm not under any alert, but Connecticut's under a flood watch. Thank you. And wonder I know. Before I get to and unfortunately the antenna broke. So yeah, the antenna broke, but the radio still works. Because this is a version 5 and these tuners are wonky. Yeah, a little bit wonky on there, but it does not make that high squeaky sound, so yeah. Got my, got my Sanchian CL100. Portions of southern Connecticut. Well, this radio does work. It activated for 2 alerts. The special mode warning and the severe thunderstorm warning. Just before the flooding event. You will see that on the Heavy Rainfall 7, which I'm going to plan out being uploaded right now. And by the way, before I get to the week comp, this video is sponsored by the Northern Missouri EA as an enthusiast, because he recommended me to give me some more weather radio stuff, so I have a weather radio correction video right now. And I have like triple the radios right now. Very exciting. Got my Midland WR100. Recon R16 50D. Once again, repeating the. Well, it was activated for the weekly test on actually 42 when I had it on here, and then again when I was top of the dresser. But yeah, I put it back to channel 4. That can work well. So that's these 5 right here. Now we got these 2, which still work, but it has some flaws. So this is the first outer service stuff. We got my Midland WR400, which does still work, but it does not provide any sound. The best things about it is that if I go to edit events, then it has storm surge warning, storm surge watch, and then if I go back to edit events, extreme wind warning. So I'm going to put it to all on. And then this is my WR and you can kind of, you don't want to see it on camera, but from my naked eyes, it's starting to recover pretty well.
In the morning. Hi.
My WR300 wasn't working, so yeah, it just went back on. thanks to it performed itself. I'm still gonna need surgery on this WR300 still. If I can find it. Here's your siren test. I'm gonna show you the siren test on the other 5 as well. So the 120 siren test looks like this. You know, I'm doing it quick because, you know, my mom is in a meeting. I actually closed the door so that my mom wouldn't think that I'm here. My CNC can do 3 siren tests. And that warning one was led me to 2 warnings. Very good. My 74-200 does not have a siren test. Now, for those of you, before I did the siren test on the WR100, this is the most classic radio it will be. But the versions 1 and 2 do not have a siren test. So, here's your siren test on the 3 for 5. Nice. And then just like the Sandian, the Wacom can do multiple siren tests. So I'd like to show you. Warning, watch, and advisory. That's what the beep tone. And I would have put, if the speaker would have been on, then I would have performed the siren test on the WR400. So now we move on to the big pile right here, which can include handhelds, some broken radios as well, and my old 120. So I'm gonna start off right here with my third mid-range ER310.
Hey, partly sunny with a slight chance of showers.
This one was bought probably in 2025 when I lost this one. I don't know why, but I had to buy a new one. But I found it in the bed. Why here? I actually have 2 of them. These are my mid-range 2-way radios. Yes, I have a few 2-way radios, like the Alcatel here, but these are mid-range ones right here. And the good thing is, you can do GMRS on it, but I'm going to turn it on to show you what the weather band looks like. So this is the first one.
Flood watch now in effect from 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this afternoon through Friday morning. Flooding caused by excessive rain.
And now here's the second one. This is on WXG42, so... by the way, before I do anything else, this first one does have the quick belt, but the second one doesn't. So just want to bring you guys a heads up.
Lows in the upper 50s. North winds 5 to 10 miles.
Yeah, so those are my 2-way radios. And these are no GMRS radios, but I still consider part of the weather radio correction because it has the weather of them on them. Same thing with these with this next radio right here. This is a scanner, by the way, but I still consider it part of the weather radio correction video. I have a BC125. This is the BC125 AUT, and this is on. Because look.
Friday, cloudy.
I'm getting WX93, by the way.
In the lower 70s, above 1,000 feet.
You know, it can do channel scanning. I had this since like 2014. Next radio. This is a good radio because it can fit in the pocket. So if you're in school or whatever, although I don't recommend you put it in school because it's an electronic device. Thanks, Chicopee. You can have, well, if you're not in Chicopee, if you can bring this to school, you can. This is the Midland HH50.
Northeast winds around 10 miles an hour with gusts up to...
You know, the batteries are a little bit funky, but let's do a siren test. Yep. This one's the oldest radio I have in my collection. That's right. This is the Radio Shack Pro 46 UAHF high-low air. This is a Pro scanner which can do 854. But more importantly,
Winds around 5 miles an hour.
this can still do weather. I don't know. Well, even the 162.25 is available on here. Although it's in the 90s. Now, that was very old. Here's a radio that everybody wants to know about. That's right. This is my one of my Christmas radios, just like the Voyager, which I do not have right now. I also do not have the Sandian HDR14, although I still have that. This is my second Midland ER310.
Likely, mainly in the morning with visibility 1 to 3.
The second one is the one I have since Christmas of 2024. I had a lot of fun with it. It actually was lost one time, but thankfully I was able to get it back. So thank you. And now I got another radio from Midland. This is the Midland ER40. This is I still call this the ER50 though. This is
Northeast 1 foot and 2 seconds. Becoming east 2.
okay. So I decided to move it from 106.9 to WXA42 because copyright. But this radio can do a lot of stuff under one hand. Oh my god. Here is one of my good radios here. This is the BCD 325P2. You can see on 146.55, which both Jordan and Steven were not responding. Thank you. What was that? But anyways. If you're looking for FM, you go to FM broadcast and
New settlers who've
so
come
this
to
is
this area, they want them out.
that's the only one I'm going to show you because of copyright. There's also weather.
Flooding of rivers, creeks, streams.
Okay. Now we got a few out of service ones. First three on the out of service pile is my Midland or 10 BP because this is I tried it out with the battery first time, which went through. It did not work. The second time it did work, but the audio was not coming in, so that's why I put this out of service. It actually fell, so I'm gonna have to put it here. Let me show you the next radio. This is a very gross one. This is my very first ER310. It broke, so I put it out of service. Again, I have two working ones. Thank you. Same me with these two. But these two are interesting. So here are my Balvin UB5Rs. I also have a UB5R MK